Today I'm making Marry Me Chicken for dinner. Have you heard about Marry Me Chicken? Well, if you believe the internet stories around Marry Me Chicken, you'll think that you might get a marriage proposal if you make it for your dinner. I think you'll just love your dinner. So how are we going to make it? Well, we're starting with 4 boneless chicken breasts that I pounded thin, and I mixed up a mixture of salt, pepper, paprika, and garlic powder, a teaspoon of salt and a half teaspoon of each of the others. And I'm just going to sprinkle this seasoning mix over the pounded boneless chicken breasts, making sure that I cover them really well. And let's set it aside for a few minutes, letting those flavors meld together on the chicken breasts. Marry Me Chicken is a saucy chicken dish that gets its sauciness from heavy cream and chicken broth or chicken stock. You're going to need a cup of chicken broth or chicken stock and 3/4 cup of heavy cream. You also will want some flavor, and you're going to get that flavor by mincing garlic, 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, depending on how much garlic you love. These are rather large garlic cloves, so I'm using 3 of them. I'm going to just chop them finely. In addition to the garlic, you'll need 1/3 cup of sun-dried tomatoes that are packed in oil, 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese grated, and a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, dried Italian seasoning, and I'm using 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes for some heat. All of this is going to work together to make your delicious Marry Me Chicken. Start by adding about 2 tablespoons of olive oil to the pan, bringing it up to heat, over medium to medium-high heat. When the oil in the pan comes to heat, add the chicken breasts to the pan. We're going to just sear them to get a little color. Hear them sizzling, knowing that the pan is hot enough. And we'll let that cook for 2 to 5 minutes. Flip your chicken breasts to get a little color on the underside. Now, you're not trying to cook them through right now. They'll cook through in the sauce. Just putting on the color. Remove the chicken breasts from the pan and turn the heat down to about medium. Time to add the minced garlic. Stir that around. Cook it for about 30 seconds. You'll start to smell the garlicky aroma. Next, add your cup of chicken broth or stock to deglaze the pan. Add the rest of the ingredients, the heavy cream, Parmesan cheese, sun-dried tomatoes, Italian seasoning, and red pepper flakes. Bring it to a simmer and let it reduce to thicken. As the sauce begins to thicken, return the chicken to the pan. Cover and reduce to simmer and cook for another 10 to 12 minutes until the chicken reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Spoon the sauce over your chicken. Garnish with some fresh chopped parsley and a chiffonade of basil. Enjoy.